I am a backend developer. I have an experience of 6+ year in this industry. And I am a trainer. I am a Brighter Sport trainer, having an experience of more than 5 years. Uh, I have trained a lot of professionals in the Bright Spot. So this was a brief about me. Let's go for the topics. So for the demo, what the scope of the demo is, the scope of Bright Spot tool demo can be comprehensive, covering various aspects to showcase its capabilities effectively. Here's detailed outline of what can be included in the demo. Introduction to Brightspot. So here we will have some introduction about Brightspot. So basically, it is a content management tool. So we will discuss that how we can manage our content, how we can host our content here on the Brightspot, how we can manage our content here on the Brightspot. We will discuss about interface, how the interface work, how the Brightspot interface work, content creation and management. There are many type of content we can create on the Brightspot, like image, audio, video, and many more. So we will learn how we can create these content and how we can manage these content, like drafting them, publishing them, or drafting them. So these type of things we can do with content. So we'll learn that. Then we will learn workflow and collaborations. We will learn about personalization and targeting. Like in this part, we will learn how we can create HTML files and how we can change how can how we can change the view integration capabilities. We can also learn integrating our Brightspot tool with our Node.js. It can be a mini project. We will have a demo on integrating the Brightspot tool with the Node.js project. You can also integrate it with Java and Python and many other languages, but we will give a demo on integrating it with Node.js. Security and compliance. We will learn about the securities, how we can maintain the security of the Brightspot. So these things will be the main scope of the demo. Here is the some course outline, like what are the things we are going to learn. So basically, we have Brightspot dashboard basics. So we will learn about the what what are the features we get on the Brightspot dashboard. So getting your day back with the Brightspot basics. Brightspot editorial content publishing. So here we will learn about the publishing the content. So as I have told you, we have a lot of type of content on Brightspot. Few are mentioned here, like images, images, videos. You can create audios also here. You can also create HTML pages here, and a lot more. So we will be learning here in this part. We will see, like when you go on the dashboard, you see there is a search box. We will see how to search different type of content here, different type of contents here. We will also learn how to optimize your search, and we will see the admin page, like how we can see roles and permissions, site and settings. So in basically in roles and permission, you can create multiple roles and gives permission to them, like you can authorize them for publishing only, or you can authorize them for reviewing. Like before publishing, we can also set a role for review the content you have written, you have mentioned in the Brightspot. So you can also give permission to the person who can basically check what the content is there in the Brightspot contents. And we can also then go through the sites and settings, like what settings are there, what you can do. Like it is a headless content management system. So what are the features we can explore in that, what different things we can do with the Brightspot. So we will go through all those things. So there are few add-on topics which is not mentioned in the content, but we will also go through that. like triggering notification while publishing a content. So while we are publishing a content, we have little bits. We have two or three types of events, like first drafting a content, and second publishing a content. So if you want that there should be a notification to the user, or there if you want, like if you have a database and you want that every time you are publishing a content that should be automatically be updated in your database, then you can also add an event on the Brightspot. So that is called webhook. So you can also add webhook type of things on the Brightspot by triggering the events like publishing, drafting, deleting. You can have a action on your have a action on your database. Like you can, if you are publishing a content, then by triggering the webhook, that content will be automatically saved to your database. Or if you want that, if you are archiving, basically deleting is not a good idea, so we archive the content on the Brightspot. So while you are archiving the content on the Brightspot, you want, then there should be a event, like from that event, the content should automatically be deleted, or you can say archived on your database too. So you can apply a webhook, and you can the trigger. There will be a trigger from the Brightspot to your database. You can run a API. That API will automatically be triggered, and that will update that in the database. And second point is configuring your Brightspot on QC and production environment. So basically, as I will be teaching you how to connect your Brightspot tool from your Node.js environment. So as we are developing a project, we have few different environment, basically development, QC and production environment. So I will be teaching you how to configure your Brightspot application on QC and production environment, how to manage them, and basically in the Brightspot, what you see, what Brightspot APIs provide, Brightspot provide are GraphQL APIs. So while you are publishing an event, so you need to utilize that data, right? So utilizing that data, first what you have to do, you have to mention, you have to create a link between your CMS and your database. So after doing that, you have a lot of content. So using those content, you need some kind of API which you will get from Brightspot. So basically, Brightspot provide us GraphQL APIs. So I will be teaching you how to use GraphQL APIs, how to run these APIs on the playground, and how to consume these APIs in our Node.js, how to consume these APIs in Node.js. This this will be teaching in, and also with GraphQL APIs, we will be also learning about REST APIs, how you can integrate these GraphQL APIs to your REST APIs, or how can you use this GraphQL APIs to your GraphQL APIs. Then we will also learn adding content type to retrieve actual data. Like basically, we there are a lot of content types that I have told you earlier. So we will be learning how to add these content type basically on the Brightspot. We will see this on the playground, on the live, and we will be seeing that how can we actually retrieve the data, because before retrieving the data, if you have created a content type, then you have to add this content type to your actual headless CMS server. So basically, we will be learning how there are 2 to 3 steps to adding these content type to the actual your server. So we will be learning how to add these things in the server, add all these content type in the server, and uh, how to retrieve data from them. So we will be learning about this. Let's go on the next slide. So basically, this is the resource which we will be finding. We can find all the documentation of Brightspot. We can got we will while you can use this to learn more about the Brightspot. So basically, we will be learning about the projects. We will be doing 3 projects here mainly. By the way, there will be more than three projects, but mainly we will be focusing on three projects. First is creating a gallery. So I told you there that there are a lot of content type in the Brightspot. So you can create a lot of things in the Brightspot. For example, you want that there is a content type in which there are lots of. I will give you a real life example. So basically, if you have seen a page of book, you can see, like we can say, you have seen Wink Music. So Wink Music, you will see same type of data. First will be image. Second will be a URL to the audio. Third will be the time that what is the duration, and fourth will be basically what is the name of the singer, and fourth description about the singer. Fifth description about the song. So basically, if you will notice that it has a similar type of pattern all over the data, what you have to do is just keeping a data at a single place, and you have to show that data in the same way all over your application. So Brightspot helps us in the same way. You can just create a uh, content type which you can name as book. In that book, you can define few fields. First field will be the name of the song. Second field will be the URL of the song. Third field will be like description of the song. Like let me give you an example. Like you want to create a content type of book. Basically, you will see there are defined fields which you will be using there. First will be name of book. Second will be URL. Sorry, we were about the song. We were discussing about songs. So first name of song. Second uh, description. Third will be the singer who have created that. Fourth may be the date of creation. Fifth will be the like rating, we can say rating. Sixth can be sixth, sixth can be number of listeners. So basically, if you will you see that, and seventh can be the image, the more important thing, image. You can see the list. If you will see the list of song, then you will find the similar pattern. So you just need to keep all these you just need to keep these things for the all of your songs. So what you can do, you can just go on your brightest spot CMS tool, and you can create a content type of songs where you can store all these things. So so how how it helps, how it helps, you have created the content type one time, one time creation creation of content type. Okay, so you have just created the content type one time, and you have just kept a person. Like if you have a song, you can just you can just open the brightest spot and write the name of the of your songs. You can write the name, description, singer. One thing is missing here, URL. You can also mention the URL. And then what the user will do, he will just trigger the event, trigger the publish event. What if it will do? What you can do? You can apply a webhook on trigger event. What if it will do? It will automatically save your new song data to your database. Even it can your database can be SQL or MongoDB, doesn't matter. So what it will happen, you just need to do to update song on Brightspot, and it will directly reflect on your app. So basically, what you have to do, you have to just create a content type, and you have to trigger the event, publish event, and after that, the app, your song will be published, and that will be directly be live on your app. You do not have to manage anything else in your code or in your database. You do not have to manage. So this is one of the major real life example of Bright Spot. So we will be creating this gallery type of things in which we will have some images. So for creating images, you have also a lot of options for creating gallery. There is an option in Brightspot called gallery where you can create the gallery. What you can do, like if you have 10, 20, 30 different type of content types in your Brightspot and you want to have a collective gallery of all those things, all those images will be placed at a place that is called gallery, from where you can pick the images for all of your content types. So we will be creating this gallery, and then we will be creating the second project will be our help section FAQ. So like many of the when you will go to many of the website or basically many of the apps, you can see a FAQ section there, a help section where you can go and see like few questions are mentioned there, like how may I help you, or how can I navigate through any of the feature of the app, and after question there are answers of those questions. So basically we can create these things. We will be creating this type of project in our bright spot. Like there will be a content type of FAQs where we will be creating a lot of questions, and it will be totally dynamic. You can create any number of question and answers by using Brightspot. It is database independent, and it will be directly be adding to your app. You do not need to like do key. You are going to your project and you are like creating a new question and answer. You do not need to manage those things. These things will be automatically handled if you are using the Brightspot. So this will be our second project, FAQs help section. And third thing, we sending notification on publishing a content type. So our third major, this will be a major project of our bright spot. Like what will we will be doing? We will be making a webhook. REST API means we will be creating a webhook on our Node.js application where we will apply that webhook on our Brightspot application on event called publish event, or we will be seeing how we can publish a notification to the user to the Node.js application that a new content type has been created in the Brightspot, or you can go directly and go through that content type. So this will be a major project from our side. We will be doing it here. We will see how the webhooks are implemented in the how the webhooks are implemented in the Brightspot. We will be managing this on QC and production environment as well, because there are few little changes while doing it on different environment, and we will be also seeing how this thing is managed in Node.js. So we will be doing that also. So these will be the our project setups. Sorry, this will be the our major projects, but we will be also doing little small project while we will going through the course, like creating video section where there will be a lot of videos. We can the main thing is we will be also learning the main thing is how we can like we have created the content type, we have created the content, we have created all the things, but what is the way how we can retrieve all this data? So that will be the major learning for us, like how to retrieving data from Brightspot. These all is to be done by using GraphQL API, which we have to set up. There is a requirement we need to set up how these GraphQL APIs. We need to set up all these things in the GraphQL itself. Like how can we retrieve the data? So we will be learning that. That will also be a project for ourselves. That will be a minor project because it is a requirement too. So we will be doing that these things in all over the projects. Let's go ahead. For lab setup, what we will be requiring is high-speed internet, one desktop or laptop. And also your system should have. We will be seeing how we are going through, but it is the requirement. Your system should have Java, Maven, or Apache server installed on your system. So these are the basic requirements which we will be needing for before the starting of the lab. So we will be providing certifications. So we have also mentioned some of the questions, mock interview questions. These are just few of the questions which we have written over here, like what is the content type? In Brightspot, how can you add your content type to your APIs? How can you check your queries in Brightspot? As I have told you that we use GraphQL queries in Brightspot, so we will be learning that. Or how can we upload or use HTML sheet directly in the Brightspot? How can we trigger notification while publishing content type in Brightspot, as I have mentioned earlier? How many type of item you can use in Brightspot? So these are some kind of mock interview questions, but we will be learn these all these we will after the completion of the case of this uh, course. You will have answer of all these questions. We will be learning here how to bulk upload the data, how to bulk delete the data, how can you archive the data, how can you archive the data here means the content. So how can you archive the content, or how can you delete the content? So you can how can you bulk delete the content? How can you bulkly create the document? How can you set the document for reading by a reviewer? So the we will be learning this. We will be learning this content.